Hi, my name is Keegan Mullins. I'm from Germantown Hills. I'm in 8th grade. This is my third year in speech, and I will be performing Camping Trip by Abby Naden. This all started because my dad seems to think he's always right. He was right when he said that our family vacation wasn't going to be a normal camping trip. I had never been camping before, so I didn't know what to expect. Actually, none of us had. That should have been my first warning sign. And this wasn't my dad's first grand plan. Last year, Mom decided we should go to Florida over Christmas. Dad, worried we would miss the snow, decided to pack some in our suitcase. Mom wasn't too happy when she found her clothes soaked with melted snow. And the summer before that, he wanted to hold his own fireworks show. But when it got rained out, he decided to move it to our garage. Don't worry, the fire chief knew where we lived. And why did he have to go on Memorial Day weekend? I wanted to go to my friend Larry's house. Mom tried to opt out. You two need some father-son time. It didn't work. Dad was excited. I wasn't. I'm not the outdoorsy type. I'm the let's order room service type. I don't know what I ever did to nature, but it seemed to have it out for me. I can't even go outside to get the mail without being bitten by a bug. We had been studying early American settlements in school. Of course, Dad finds this as the perfect learning experience. Great, now it's my fault. I should have told him when we were studying the world's finest resorts. We needed camping supplies, so we went to the worst place to be on a holiday weekend. Walmart. The camping department is all the way in the back. Now that's not a problem when it's not a maze of carts trying to decide which aisle to go down. It took us approximately an eternity to get there. I thought that was the hard part. Apparently we weren't the only family needing camping supplies that weekend. There was only one tent left on the shelf. It was disheveled, opened, but on clearance. I was a little worried that it wouldn't fit my dad, my mom, and me. Dad started getting excited and started to fill the cart with one of everything. Dad, whatever you do, don't forget the bug spray. Don't worry, got it at the bottom of the cart. Your old pop's got you covered. I don't know how we did it, but we managed to fill our cart from the single picked over shelf of camping supplies. The checkout lines were atrocious. I'd seen better lines at everywhere. Dad spent about 20 minutes trying to decide which aisle to go down. We finally got into one where I'm pretty sure everyone was paying with pennies. After checking out, we wheeled our car out to the parking lot. Somehow, once we started loading the car, the supplies had somehow expanded. I was left with about 1/8 of the back seat, which is not enough room for a human to exist in. Dad assured me that it would be fine. It was only a 3-hour drive. We finally arrived at Camp Wakatiki, haha. Note to self, never camp at a place he can't spell. We were the only car in the parking lot. That should have been my second warning sign. After about an hour hiking, we reached a small clearing. What a wonderful view, Dad said. Why are all the wonderful views uphill? I thought Mom was going to pass out. Dad started to get the tent together, and that's when I realized why it was on clearance. The instructions were in Russian, or maybe Klingon, and about half the tent stakes were missing. No big deal since we didn't have a hammer. I grabbed a rock, and after about 2 hours of work, we had something that resembled a tent. Or a grounded weather balloon. I turned around and Mom started freaking out for no apparent reason. Later I learned that she had walked into a spider web. While flailing, she knocked off her glasses and they broke on the rocks. So much for the wonderful view. Next, we tried to build a fire. Tried and failed. We ended up eating the beef jerky that Mom had packed up for us at the last gas station. But that is not the worst part. You see, I didn't realize they actually have to go outside. Like behind a tree. We didn't even pack any toilet paper. It was starting to get dark and the mosquitoes were starting to show up. I reached in the bag for the bug spray and found it wasn't there. Dad, I thought you said you brought the bug spray. I did. Well, where is it? I got it right here. Dad said he had me covered, but with the amount of bug spray in that sample bottle, he couldn't have covered our hamster. I had it. We had beef jerky for dinner, no fire, and I was about to be devoured by mosquitoes. I tried to escape by going to our tent. Turns out a bat had the same idea. Here, I tried to get the door open, but it got stuck. Here I am, hungry, tired, and stuck in a tent with a bat. I screamed, which only scared it more. Mom wasn't much help without her glasses. Dad finally got the door open and let the bat free. That's when we turned around to see Mom. I wonder how a kitty cat got up here. But it wasn't a kitty cat. Mom was on the ground calling to a black and white skunk. Even Dad was scared now. Panicking, he threw the beef jerky in a bush. Surprisingly, it worked. Who knew skunks liked beef jerky? That was the third warning sign. We were not meant to camp. I put on my best puppy dog eyes. Dad, could we please go to a hotel? I'll even order room service. Dad agreed. We took turns leading Mom back to the car in the dark, since she wasn't much help without her glasses. Finding the car was easy enough. We were still the only car in the parking lot. As we drove around, I figured the other camping trips hadn't panned out either. The first 2 hotels we went to were full. When we finally got to our room, I threw open the curtains to see what kind of view we had. Our view was of none other than the packed Walmart parking lot. To be completely honest, this might have been the craziest family vacation ever. I might be glad it's over, but I don't think I'll ever forget it. I don't think any of us will. My favorite part was the room service. It tasted great.